Good afternoon. I've been using this grinder for a little while, had it for quite a few months, and it's called the T64. It's a 64mm flat burr grinder, and Bella Barista are going to be selling them, and they sent it me to have a look and just see what I thought about it. It has the usual bellows that we see nowadays. Personally, I don't like bellows, and I think I use the grinder without the bellows. Maybe I'll get a little bit more retention, but I just prefer the lid and just pop that on. I think it's a better look. However, if you want bellows, you want to get that last bit out, I guess that's fine. You adjust it by rotating the collar, and it's completely stepless. There's portafilter forks here. Doesn't fit my lever machine portafilter because that's 53. But you can also use it with its own grind cup, and the little extension here allows the grinds to sort of fall directly into the chute. It's very close to the chute, and this extension comes off, but also and the groove there fits in a portafilter, or you can leave that on and it's smooth all the way, and you can put that sort of O-ring piece in a portafilter. It's your choice really. Or put this onto a portafilter so that when you put the portafilter in, it's close up to the tube, acts like a funnel. Anyway, I've got about 16 grams of coffee in here. We're going to tip it in. I was going to run the motor before I tipped it in, I forgot. So let's do that. So that's all the coffee in. I'm working around the camera. We'll pop that in, put the lid on and start it up. Now I have it set to 800 RPM. Because I like to grind slowly, and 800 RPM with 64mm burrs is slow. To get the rest of the coffee out without using bellows, I can just speed it up to purge it, much like the P100 does. So that's now ground the coffee. As you can hear, it's very, very quiet, and it's variable speed, but it's not a brushless motor. And in a way, that's far, far better, because a lot of the brushless motor grinders, when you run them too slow, they have a tendency to stall. This one doesn't. I've never had it stall on me. And it'll run from 800 to 2000. I use the higher speed to purge. Now, when it produces the grind, it produces a good result. Very little static, hard to see. But if I take this off, as you can see, there's, you see the reflection, there's really no static. I don't know why, because this coffee does produce static. I have no idea why this grinder just doesn't seem to produce static. No explanation at all. The burrs are Chinese burrs. I think they're DLC coated. Me personally, the jury's out on Chinese burrs. These work very well, but I don't know how long they'll last. Bella Barista are actually going to bring it in with 64mm SSP burrs as their standard offering. That they're not going to offer the Chinese burrs, so the grinder will be a little bit more expensive because of that. Although I think the price is going to be pretty good. So now I'm going to put it into my machine, and we'll pull a shot. I'm not going to edit, the video. I'm just going to keep it running so that you see everything. Yeah. So you can turn it. This fits a 54mm portafilter. This rim. This is a 53.5. However, I'm lucky in that my dosing ring, I push this back, perfectly fits on the grind funnel, so I can invert it. A couple of taps, as you can see, completely clean. No, I just don't know why there isn't static. I don't have an explanation. The coffee, I just give it a shake, and as you can see, it already looks good. I'm not using any distribution tool. So I'm just going to tamp this. I'm off screen tamping it, not swapping it for another portafilter. And now I'm going to lock it into the lever machine. Oops. There we go. I'm trying to do the video. And I'm going to move this round to the lever machine. And we're going to produce a shot from that coffee. So I'll take my slightly dirty shot glass. Sorry about that. Not as clean as I would like. And we're going to make a shot on the Vesuvius Evo Lever 2. The Vesuvius Evo 2 lever. I'm just pre-infusing a little bit because I want a high pressure shot. Pulling down. I wait until I see a drip or two in the cup. There we go. Let it up. And now, as you can see, it's producing the shot. I was going to adjust the grinder touch finer, but I don't think I need to because the coffee was aging a little bit. I had it in single dose jars, but I've taken this from the, what's it called, the Airscape tin. So this one's obviously kept a little better than in the individual jars. There we go, 28.2 seconds, 9.9 seconds of pre-infusion, and a shot that has come out looking good. The coffee was roasted 31st of January, so it's about